sprints and abs done this morning. As you could see, it's just after 8:30. I had a PT client first thing, and then I trained. And this is like my second sort of cardio session of the week. On a Tuesday morning early, I do 45 minutes of LISS, so low intensity work, and then on a Thursday morning, I do my sprint work, which is a shorter period. For my sprint session, if you want to try it, it's 12 minutes on the treadmill. You do 1 minute sort of jogging steady pace, and then 1.5 minutes sprinting and sort of working hard up to like 3/4 to sprint pace. So you are pushing it for a 1:30, and then you're coming off for a minute. The 1:30s are really, really hard, and it just takes me a while to get up to pace with those and be able to do them. But I've got in a good place. I've been doing it for a few weeks, so I felt good this morning. And then I finish off with some abs. I also did a little bit of foam rolling, as you saw, because my lower back just seems to be a little bit sore, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it was from squatting last Thursday. I didn't feel anything at the time, but I've just seized up a little bit over the past few days. So I've got legs later on today, and I'm thinking I'm not gonna squat, but we'll see later on. I'll explain later, but squatting might be off the agenda. So yeah, I need to go get my hair cut now, a quick tidy up, so I'll catch you in the next clip. So guys, that's haircut done. What do we think? I think it's looking pretty good. The weather is actually pretty nice today, so fingers crossed it's going to stay like this for the weekend. So I've got a nice trip planned, and I will be filming it, so stay tuned on the channel. Right, I need to get home now, sort some things out, and then I need to get back to the gym. See you soon. Guys, made it to the gym. I'm training legs. Like I said earlier, I've got a really sore back at the moment. I don't know why. I didn't feel it go sort of last week when I trained legs, but I think that it's the squats. I was squatting about 100 kg for sets of 10 last week. Felt fine, but then a few days after I started to strain a little bit, and that's the only thing that I can really think that it is. So no squats today. I'm going to do a 45-minute sort of leg workout, a few supersets in there, so I'll show you what I do. But first, I'm going to have some Ghost Size, which is essentially creatine. This is sour watermelon flavour, tastes amazing. So I'm going to have this now, and then we're going to hit legs. So guys, legs done. As you can see, I'm a bit of a sweaty mess, and that was only 45 minutes, but pretty good workout. And remember, any workout is better than the workout that didn't happen. Even though my back's bad, I managed to squeeze something in there. Give it a go, see how we get on. I'll see you back at home for dinner time. So guys, back from the gym, dinner time, and yeah, you guessed it right, it's chicken and rice time. But tonight, I've got this, which is like Chinese style chicken. Got a bit of soy sauce in there, some chilies, some spring onion, and I'm also having this packet of microwavable rice. That is the soy sauce, by the way, and there's literally 1 gram of carbs in that and pretty much nothing else. So when you're having chicken pretty much every night, you have to mix it up a little bit, and Tamara, my wife, does an amazing job. So the Chinese chicken. I'm looking forward to hitting the rice. And I've also got this little secret weapon. So I've got a few macros and calories left. And I've got a little bit of a sweet tooth, I'm not gonna deny that. And I usually have like a fibre one, which you might have seen, or a protein bar, or a yogurt. But I'm a big chocolate fan. And I also have this, which is Lindt dark chocolate. This is sea salt flavour. You might screw your face up at that and think, what the hell, but trust me, it's really, really good. 2 squares is about 112 calories, which is spot on. And I just have that, cure my sweet tooth, and that will be my dinner for tonight. Not to mention actually a can of vanilla Coke Zero right there. I'm loving this new packaging, by the way. This is one of my personal favourites. Vanilla Coke Zero, 0 calories. And yeah, that's my dinner tonight, so I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next clip. So guys, basically I want to finish off this video with a little bit of a chat about what me and Tamara have been dealing with for the past sort of couple of weeks. It's not been too good, but gladly it's out of the way now. And if this has got a percentage of a chance at all of helping just one person out there watching this, then it's done its job. But we just wanted to talk about it and just get it out there. So basically, what happened, Tamara? Do you want to tell them what happened?
And basically, I found a lump around the back of my mouth, and I always have a pain with my wisdom teeth coming up and down. And I realised there was a lump there, and I thought best to get it checked out. Didn't know if it was a GP or a dentist thing, so I just went to the GP. We didn't think too much of it, did we? At all?
No.
You didn't even know it had been hurting me?
No. And you've had this for what, about a year? A
year, but I just thought it was my wisdom teeth.
Yeah, so she's always got a little bit of problems with her wisdom teeth at the back. They always irritate her a little bit, and she has to have sort of like ibuprofen for them every now and again. But this was like a little bit of a lump on the back of her sort of gum area. So, and this week it was extremely painful every morning, so I decided to go and get it checked out at the GP. Now, we didn't really think too much of it until we saw the doctor. Yeah. Chris wasn't with me. I went on my own because Chris was having to work. I went in, and the doctor had a look, really quick look. She only opened my mouth, had a quick look, and said it looked really inflamed. She could see on the outside of my face, and she wasn't happy with what she could see and wanted to refer me straight away. Yeah. That was the only information she gave me. To like an instant 2-week urgent appointment or something. You have to wait 2 weeks, but it was the most urgent appointment. It has to be within 2 weeks of seeing the GP. Yeah. So we sat there in silence. I started blabbering about, oh, well, it could be abscess, it might be just my wisdom teeth. Yeah. She didn't really give me much. And then she said it's best to get it checked out. I don't really want to sit on this. That was her exact words. And then she gave me a leaflet, which I didn't look at when I was in there. Yeah. And she said, gave me a sheet where I had to apply online to go to the hospital and see, what was it called again? It was like the facial specialist, but like Tamara had to go and book her own appointment. It wasn't booked for her. So she had to leave the GP and then go book her own appointment within that 2-week period. But then, obviously I'm at work, I was at the gym, and I get a call, and Tamara sort of explained it to me, but she hadn't read the actual leaflet, what she'd got yet. Until I was on the phone to him. Yeah. And it was a leaflet basically about me being suspected of having mouth cancer. Yeah. And what the chances are, and why it was so urgent to go get it checked out. Which obviously, whilst I read it on the phone, yeah, it was awful. It was a bit of a panic. And basically, like this leaflet, as you were reading it out, it just basically said it was all about cancer. You've shown signs of cancer. We need to know if you have got it, and we need to get it sorted straight away. And it was a leaflet basically given because of suspected cancer. That's what we got out of it. And it just sort of really hit home, and it was like gobsmacking. And I think that the GP even said something like, everybody who gets that leaflet, 1 in 3 of those people have cancer. So
yeah, so something
we took that away like, oh my god, it sort of like came crashing down. And
I think from then on, all we were doing was looking at my mouth constantly.
Yeah, constantly. I was like in there
with his phone.
every day, like shining my torch, like trying to give my own diagnosis. I had no idea what I was looking at.
And looking online at any symptoms, and it was.
And that's the worst thing ever. Like, you go online, you start sort of reading out all these symptoms of oral cancer, and we're literally just ticking the boxes, going, "Yep, she feels that."
I can feel that. I can feel that.
And we were just getting worse and worse, and just obviously Tamara's in tears. I had to like cancel my work for the evening and be at home and try and deal with this. But obviously myself, I was online searching, looking at what was going to happen basically, and it was just completely. It
was a mind thing.
Yeah, it just completely overtook everything, and like even I went back into work on a Friday, and my sort of PT clients were asking me what's wrong, because I literally just couldn't stop thinking about it.
But there was nothing to say was wrong.
No.
Because we didn't know anything, and it was the weight. And then, so I booked this appointment, and the only one available was the day after my birthday.
Yeah, which was this Sunday was Tamara's birthday, and then the appointment was Monday just gone. So we just had this like looming over us all week. We were ringing every single day
for cancellation.
Yeah, just to get this appointment booked in, and we just couldn't do it. We knew that.
We didn't even know what the appointment was going to be. No. So I booked it off work just in case I had something taken out and a stitch in my mouth, because I'm a swim teacher. I'd have to speak loads, and if I had something wrong with my mouth, I wouldn't be able to work the rest of the day. So I booked it off. Yeah.
And we obviously went in. We had Tamara's birthday. It was a really nice weekend. Really nice weekend. But this was just in the back of our minds, and we went in on the Monday early, and this doctor that we saw, specialist, was absolutely fantastic.
Really, really good.
And we'd kind of dealt with it as best we could, and by the weekend, when we had the birthday and stuff, we felt a lot better and more positive.
My birthday.
We had Tamara's birthday, special birthday. We sort of felt a lot better about it and managed to feel more positive, but I'm not gonna lie, when I walked into the doctor's sort of room, it really hit me. I was really, really nervous, and I just did not know the outcome of what it could be. And obviously Tamara's there worrying, and it was awful, but the doctor just couldn't have been any better. Straight away he looked at it, it took 2 seconds, and he just literally said, "You have nothing to worry about. It's literally just a bit of inflammation caused by your wisdom tooth at the back, like catching on, and it had just been inflamed, and obviously it'd been quite a while." So we just literally breathed a sigh of relief. It was like an absolute weight had been lifted off us, wasn't it?
I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that he could give us so much information that made us feel so much better. It had nothing to do with cancer, had nothing to do with anything. It's getting sorted, it's just getting removed, that is it.
Yeah, and we, like, literally the panic is over. It was literally a horrible week, and we're just glad to be on the other side of it. But like the GP, for example, who Tamara saw first, the lady, fair enough, like you've got to cover yourself. Like as a GP, anything suspected, I would say 100% go get it checked out. Like you need to get anything that you're unsure of checked, because you've got to be safe than sorry. I
think even looking through all of the stuff when we're researching ourselves, I think it just hit home about if you have anything in the slightest, it doesn't matter, just go get it checked out. And if 100%. It is the early stages or something, because we were even looking down the further line of like if it is
treatment, like, what it could be.
Whereas if you've got no secondary cancer stuff, you don't have to have as much treatment. So I think we wanted to make this video because say this on video is just because we felt that we had a really hard week looking into it, and we haven't really given cancer a second thought before. No, never.
And it can just, like, you sort of, I mean, we're fit, we're healthy, I train a lot, Tamara's constantly swimming, swim teaching, active, we're healthy, and you just don't ever think you're susceptible to anything like this. Before you know it, we were getting checked in and checked out, and we were searching online. We actually felt that we had to deal with the situation, and it just wasn't nice. But what I would say is that whatever it is, make sure you get checked, and nobody is unsusceptible to this thing. It can happen to anybody.
You don't get laughed at for thinking something is when it isn't.
Exactly.
You don't get laughed at. It's a very serious matter, and if it was, for example, I might not have any secondary things. It could just be removed, and I wouldn't even have to have any other treatment at all, because I just went and got it checked out.
And the earlier you catch these things, the better it is, and the quicker that it can be sort of rid of, and the more than likely a full recovery is made. But thankfully on this occasion we were okay. And I just want to say as well, don't go searching online and diagnosing yourself, because it's the worst thing you could do. Literally, it was, I mean, obviously when things like this happen, it's natural. You're going to go out, you're going to find whatever you can, you're going to start reading into things and panicking.
I wasn't allowed to search online, but this man didn't stop, so he should have listened to himself.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Just look after yourselves, and if you suspect anything, just
get it checked out.
Get it checked out.
100%. So guys, it was a horrible week, but thank God we're okay. And again, we just wanted to talk about it to sort of make some more awareness of, go get checked out. These things are better if they're caught early. We were lucky on this occasion, but we may not have been. And again, don't go reading too much into things, search online, panicking. Just relax. Like, we really had nothing to worry about, thankfully, but again, we cause a lot more worry by searching, reading, and just panicking too much. So that is all, guys. If it helps anyone at all out there by talking about this, then we've kind of sort of done what we wanted to do.
Also, I just want to add, just don't take life for granted.
Yeah,
because we were really lucky. And
you sort of
a lot of people don't get the all clear completely from that, so
it really does hit home when you start thinking of these things and you realise what you've got, how lucky you are, and it really does hit home.
And what actually matters as well.
Exactly. What matters. So yeah. Right guys, I'm going to finish the video there. Thanks for listening to us. We just wanted to get that out there. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back very soon, because we're off on a trip this weekend to London for Tamara's birthday, and thankfully this stuff's off our mind now, so we can really go
properly celebrate.
Yeah, we can really celebrate. So stay tuned for that video, because it's going to be a good one, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.